Men, listen carefully. Right now, your testosterone is under attack. If you're over 20, the decline has already begun. By the time you hit 40, the drop accelerates, and with it comes lower energy, stubborn belly fat, and weaker performance in the bedroom. But here's the truth nobody tells you: the fastest way to fight back is not in a pill, not in an injection, and not in some overpriced supplement. The solution is sitting on your plate. Today, I'll show you exactly how to eat to naturally boost testosterone and improve blood flow, the very two things that power your energy, your masculinity, and yes, your erections. And the best part? In as little as 7 days, you can start feeling the difference. Now let's talk about the exact system I call the 7-day natural boost protocol. Here's why this matters: your body is constantly producing testosterone, but whether that hormone rises or crashes depends heavily on what you feed it. Food is not just fuel, it is a signal to your body. Every meal is either telling your body to produce more testosterone and increase blood circulation, or it's telling it to shut down those vital functions. The beauty of this protocol is that it does not rely on injections, prescriptions, or overpriced powders. Instead, it uses everyday foods that are backed by research, to supply the raw materials your body needs to thrive. And if you stay consistent, in as little as 7 days you can feel a noticeable difference in your energy, your mood, and even your performance between the sheets. So, how does it work? Let's break it down step by step. Step 1. Prioritize testosterone-building nutrients. Testosterone is not produced in isolation. Your body requires the right building blocks to make it and the right environment to use it effectively. The most powerful nutritional allies for this purpose are zinc, magnesium, vitamin D, and omega-3 fatty acids. These four work together to support hormone production, enzyme activity, and cell signaling, creating a foundation for testosterone balance and healthy sexual performance. Zinc is essential for the proper function of Leydig cells, the cells in the testes that produce testosterone, and for several enzymes that regulate hormone synthesis. When zinc levels are low, testosterone production almost always suffers. Magnesium participates in hundreds of biochemical reactions, helps regulate blood sugar and energy, and influences how much testosterone is available for tissues by interacting with sex hormone binding dynamics. Vitamin D functions more like a hormone than a vitamin, with receptors located in male reproductive tissue, and optimal levels appear to enhance testosterone activity. Omega-3 fatty acids help control inflammation and maintain the fluidity of cell membranes, which improves hormone signaling and supports the vascular system that underlies sexual performance. A strong example of this comes from a 2011 randomized double-blind trial in Graz, Austria. Researchers gave overweight men with low vitamin D levels a daily dose of 3,332 IU of vitamin D3 for 1 year. Compared with placebo, those men experienced significant increases in total free and bioactive testosterone. This study highlights a simple truth: correcting nutrient gaps can directly influence testosterone physiology. To put this into practice, men should aim for about 11 milligrams of zinc each day, staying below the upper safe limit of 40 milligrams. Beef, sardines, pumpkin seeds, and lentils all supply substantial zinc, and plant foods such as seeds or beans are best prepared by soaking or sprouting to maximize absorption. Magnesium needs are typically around 400 to 420 milligrams per day. A cup of cooked spinach, a handful of almonds, a serving of beans, half an avocado, or a square of dark chocolate can all contribute meaningfully to that goal. For vitamin D, the general intake target is 600 to 800 IU daily, with an upper safe limit of 4,000 IU unless monitored by a professional. Salmon, eggs, and fortified dairy or plant milks can help, though sunlight remains an important natural source. Omega-3 fatty acids are best achieved through 2 servings of fatty fish like salmon, sardines, or mackerel per week, which averages about 250 to 500 milligrams per day of EPA and DHA. For those who do not eat fish, algae-based supplements provide a plant-friendly option. A sample day might look like this: breakfast with eggs scrambled with spinach and avocado on whole grain toast, a mid-morning snack of Greek yogurt with pumpkin seeds, a salmon and quinoa salad for lunch, almonds and dark chocolate in the afternoon, and a lean beef stir-fry with vegetables over brown rice for dinner. This pattern consistently provides the target levels of zinc, magnesium, vitamin D, and omega-3s without relying on supplements. By supplying your body with these critical nutrients, you set the biochemical stage for stronger testosterone production, healthier blood flow, better energy, and more reliable performance. Step 1 builds the foundation, but the next step is just as important, because even the strongest hormone system cannot function without circulation. In Step 2, we'll unlock the foods that naturally supercharge blood flow. Step 2, unlock blood flow with nitrate-rich foods. While testosterone sets the hormonal stage, circulation is the power supply that brings everything to life. Without strong flexible blood vessels, the best hormone levels in the world cannot deliver energy, oxygen, or nutrients where they are needed most. Blood flow is what fuels your muscles during a workout, sharpens your brain during the day, and drives performance in the bedroom at night. When circulation is impaired, fatigue, brain fog, and erectile difficulties quickly follow. Fortunately, food can act as a natural switch to keep your blood vessels wide open and efficient. The key is dietary nitrates, compounds found in certain vegetables and fruits that convert into nitric oxide once inside your body. Nitric oxide is a signaling molecule that relaxes and dilates blood vessels, improving circulation from head to toe. Beets, pomegranates, spinach, arugula, and other leafy greens are some of the richest sources. When eaten regularly, these foods can noticeably improve stamina, endurance, and sexual performance because they allow more oxygen-rich blood to reach the tissues that matter. The science behind this is compelling. A clinical trial conducted in 2015 at Queen Mary University of London gave volunteers a daily serving of beetroot juice, providing roughly 250 milligrams of nitrates. Within just a few weeks, researchers documented improvements in blood vessel dilation and reductions in blood pressure. The practical takeaway is that even a single daily serving of nitrate-rich foods can translate into measurable changes in circulation. To put this into practice, aim for at least 1 to 2 servings of nitrate-rich produce each day. A single medium beet or a glass of beet juice provides about 250 to 400 milligrams of nitrates. 1 cup of cooked spinach delivers around 150 milligrams, and a generous handful of arugula provides another 100 milligrams or more. For a fruit-based option, a glass of unsweetened pomegranate juice supplies polyphenol that not only support nitric oxide production, but also protect blood vessels from oxidative stress. Here's a simple way to build this into your week. Start your morning with a smoothie that includes spinach and pomegranate juice, add roasted beets or a beet salad at lunch, and include arugula or mixed greens at dinner. Rotate these foods daily and your circulation will steadily improve. If you've ever wondered whether eating your greens really makes a difference, try this for 7 days and pay attention to your energy, your focus, and your stamina. The results can be surprising. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these foods do you already eat, and which one are you most excited to add into your diet? Drop your thoughts in the comments because your experience might inspire someone else who's just starting this journey. By focusing on nitrate-rich foods, you strengthen one of the most overlooked systems in men's health, vascular performance. Step 1 gave your body the raw materials to make testosterone. Step 2 ensures that those hormones, along with oxygen and nutrients, are actually delivered to the tissues that rely on them. But there is still one more factor to master: the quality of your calories. In Step 3, we'll look at how replacing empty calories with the right fats and proteins locks in these gains and keeps your hormones stable. Step 3, replace empty calories with healthy fats and proteins. Once you have supplied your body with the nutrients to build testosterone and boosted your circulation with nitrate-rich foods, the next step is to control the quality of the calories you eat. Calories are not all equal when it comes to hormones. Empty calories from refined sugar, fried foods, and heavily processed snacks may provide energy, but they destabilize your hormone balance in ways that undermine testosterone. These foods spike insulin, raise inflammation, and elevate cortisol, the stress hormone that directly competes with testosterone. Over time, a diet dominated by these choices leads to weight gain, sluggish energy, and a steady decline in hormonal vitality. Replacing these empty calories with high-quality proteins and healthy fats changes the internal chemistry of your body almost immediately. Protein is the raw material for repairing and building muscle, and it also provides amino acids that help regulate hormones. Lean meats, poultry, fish, beans, and lentils deliver this in clean, nutrient-dense forms. Aim for a balanced intake of protein throughout the day rather than relying on one large serving at dinner. This keeps blood sugar stable, reduces cravings, and provides a steady supply of amino acids to support muscle and hormonal health. Healthy fats are equally critical because testosterone is synthesized from cholesterol, and dietary fats provide the substrates and environment for this process. Sources like extra virgin olive oil, avocados, nuts, and fatty fish provide monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats that support hormone production without the inflammatory effects of trans fats or excessive refined oils. When these fats are eaten in moderation and paired with vegetables, they stabilize hormones, reduce inflammation, and improve cell signaling. Research consistently shows the difference. In studies where men replaced a portion of refined carbohydrate calories with monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, testosterone levels were better preserved, insulin sensitivity improved, and inflammatory markers dropped. This combination helps protect not only reproductive health but also cardiovascular and metabolic health, which are tightly linked to long-term energy and performance. A practical day might begin with eggs and avocado on whole grain toast, followed by a lunch of grilled chicken breast with olive oil dressed salad and quinoa, and end with a dinner of salmon with roasted vegetables and a small portion of sweet potato. Snacks can be as simple as a handful of almonds or Greek yogurt with berries. This pattern balances protein for muscle repair, healthy fats for hormone synthesis, and complex carbohydrates for stable energy. The difference between this and a processed food diet is profound. Instead of swinging blood sugar and cortisol levels up and down, you create steady conditions where testosterone can remain strong and circulation can stay efficient. By replacing empty calories with protein and healthy fats, you essentially give testosterone a supportive environment to thrive. This step not only reinforces the hormonal foundation built in Step 1 and Step 2 but also reduces the daily stress load on your body that can sabotage progress. With these three pillars in place, the next step becomes crucial: timing and consistency. In Step 4, we will explore how the rhythm of your meals determines whether your body stays in a stable hormone-friendly state or constantly struggles to catch up. Step 4. Balance timing and consistency. Supplying your body with the right nutrients and focusing on food quality is essential, but when you eat matters almost as much as what you eat. Hormones operate on daily rhythms. Testosterone, for example, peaks in the morning and gradually tapers as the day goes on, while insulin sensitivity is typically strongest earlier in the day and weaker at night. When your eating pattern aligns with these natural rhythms, your body can keep testosterone steady, blood sugar stable, and recovery efficient. Skipping meals for long stretches, and then overeating late at night sends the opposite signal. This pattern leads to sharp insulin spikes, increased fat storage, and hormonal instability that suppresses testosterone. It also disrupts sleep, which is one of the most powerful natural boosters of testosterone production. In other words, poor meal timing forces your body into a hormonal tug-of-war that you cannot win. Consistency, on the other hand, tells your body it is safe to operate at its best. Begin the day with a balanced breakfast that includes protein and healthy fats, which set the stage for stable energy and optimal hormone function. Lunch should build on that foundation with vegetables, nitrate-rich foods, and lean protein to keep circulation and recovery moving smoothly. Dinner should be lighter and focused on lean proteins and vegetables, supporting muscle repair while allowing the digestive system to wind down before sleep. When your meals are spaced in this way, you are effectively training your body to operate in a hormone-friendly rhythm. Practical adjustments can make a noticeable difference in only a week. Eating breakfast within 1 to 2 hours of waking can stabilize morning testosterone, while keeping the last meal of the day at least 2 to 3 hours before bedtime improves sleep quality and the overnight surge of testosterone that occurs during deep sleep. Even something as simple as shifting late-night snacking to an earlier part of the evening can make hormones more predictable and energy more consistent. The principle is simple but powerful: consistency builds reliability. When your body can depend on steady nutrition, it rewards you with steadier testosterone, better circulation, and higher energy. You no longer fight against your own biology; instead, you move in rhythm with it. Step 4 creates the stability that locks in your progress. Now, with nutrients, circulation, food quality, and timing working together, the protocol takes one more vital turn: hydration. In Step 5, we will explore how targeted fluids, not just water, can amplify circulation and make every other step in this plan more effective. If you are committed to mastering each step and transforming your health naturally, make sure you subscribe right now so you don't miss the next part of this series. Step 5. Hydrate with purpose. Hydration is often overlooked, but it plays a direct role in both testosterone balance and blood flow. Every hormone, every nutrient, and every signal in the body moves through fluid channels. When you are even mildly dehydrated, blood volume decreases, circulation slows, and stress hormones like cortisol rise to compensate. This sets the stage for lower testosterone and reduced performance in every system that depends on oxygen and nutrient delivery. Water is the foundation, but purposeful hydration takes this a step further. Certain fluids not only replace what you lose but actively enhance circulation and hormone function. For example, pomegranate juice contains polyphenol that protect nitric oxide, the very molecule responsible for widening blood vessels and improving blood flow. Green tea provides catechins that reduce oxidative stress and support vascular health. Beetroot juice supplies dietary nitrates, which the body converts into nitric oxide, leading to stronger circulation. Even these small targeted additions can make a noticeable difference when combined with proper hydration habits. Research has confirmed this effect in striking ways. In 2012, a study conducted at Queen Margaret University in Edinburgh, Scotland, provided men with daily servings of pomegranate juice for 2 weeks. The results showed a measurable increase in salivary testosterone levels and significant improvements in mood and reported vitality. The mechanism was thought to involve both enhanced blood flow and antioxidant protection of hormone pathways. This highlights how hydration, when combined with functional compounds from specific foods, can elevate more than just fluid balance. It can shift the hormonal and vascular environment in favor of better performance. In practical terms, aim to drink enough water throughout the day so that urine remains pale yellow, which is a simple indicator of adequate hydration. Add small servings of targeted fluids strategically. A glass of beetroot juice in the morning, green tea in the afternoon, and pomegranate juice with a meal can all contribute to both hydration and circulation. By spreading these drinks across the day, you avoid overwhelming the body with excess sugar or caffeine while still harnessing their benefits. Hydration, when done with purpose, becomes a silent amplifier of every other step in this protocol. It improves the delivery of nutrients, supports hormonal signaling, and keeps the vascular system primed for performance. This step does not work in isolation, it multiplies the effect of the foundation you have already built. And once hydration begins working for you instead of against you, the next step becomes even more critical. It's a step that can make or break everything you have built so far, and it's often the reason progress stalls when men try to optimize their health. Step 6. Minimize hormone killers. Even the best nutrients, the strongest circulation, the cleanest proteins, and the smartest hydration cannot fully protect testosterone if you constantly expose your body to what silently destroys it. These are the hormone killers, foods, habits, and substances that push your system toward imbalance. The most damaging include excessive alcohol, refined sugar, and heavily processed junk foods. Each of these triggers a cascade that erodes testosterone over time. Alcohol disrupts the hypothalamic, pituitary, gonadal axis, the very chain of signals responsible for testosterone production. When alcohol is consumed in high amounts, it reduces luteinizing hormone and impairs the testes' ability to respond, lowering overall testosterone. Refined sugar rapidly spikes insulin, which indirectly suppresses testosterone, while frequent consumption promotes fat storage around the abdomen, fat that is hormonally active and converts testosterone into estrogen. Processed foods loaded with trans fats, sodium, and additives raise inflammation and oxidative stress, further pushing hormone levels down. One striking example comes from research carried out in Sydney, Australia in 2009. Scientists studied the effect of high-sugar diets in young men and found that within just 1 hour of consuming a glucose-rich beverage, testosterone levels dropped by nearly 25% and remained suppressed for at least 2 hours afterward. This demonstrates how even short-term exposure to sugar can temporarily silence testosterone production, and when repeated daily, it compounds into long-term decline. If you're finding this information eye-opening, take a moment to like this video. It lets me know you value this science-backed approach and want to see more content that helps you strengthen your health naturally. The practical takeaway is not about strict perfection but about shifting the balance. Reducing alcohol to moderate levels, replacing sugary snacks with fruit or dark chocolate in small amounts, and limiting processed food intake gives your body space to recover. Every reduction in these hormone killers allows testosterone to operate closer to its natural potential. Even small changes add up. Replacing a nightly sugary dessert with a handful of nuts, or swapping fried fast food for a lean protein meal, can produce meaningful differences over time. Minimizing hormone killers is like removing the brakes from your system. You have already fueled your body, improved circulation, cleaned up your calories, set consistent rhythms, and optimized hydration. Now, by cutting out the substances that suppress your hormones, you remove the final layer of resistance. With the brakes removed, there is one last step that ties everything together and transforms short-term changes into lasting momentum. It's the reason some men see results that keep building, while others plateau. This final step is what turns a week of progress into a new baseline for life. Step 7. The compound effect of 7 days. At this point, you have laid down every essential piece of the foundation. You have given your body the nutrients it needs to build testosterone, you have supercharged blood flow with nitrate-rich foods, you have swapped empty calories for proteins and healthy fats, you have aligned your meals with the natural rhythms of your hormones, you have hydrated with purpose, and you have cleared away the hidden hormone killers that work silently against you. Step 7 is not about adding anything new, it is about recognizing the compound effect that happens when all of these elements are practiced together. The body is incredibly adaptive. When you consistently provide the right environment, the changes do not remain isolated. Hormone levels rise in response to nutrient sufficiency, circulation improves with nitrates, muscle repair accelerates with protein, hormone signaling strengthens with healthy fats, and cortisol is reduced through rhythm and consistency. Over time, these small shifts combine into a momentum that is greater than the sum of its parts. This is the compound effect, progress that multiplies when every system begins working in harmony. Within 7 days, many men notice sharper morning energy, fewer afternoon crashes, a sense of improved stamina, and more reliable performance in the bedroom. These early shifts are not the final destination, they are the signal that your body is responding and recalibrating. What begins as a week of discipline can evolve into a long-term lifestyle, and that is where the most powerful transformation happens. When this protocol becomes routine, you do not simply boost testosterone temporarily, you maintain it. You do not just improve circulation for a short burst, you protect it. And you do not just feel better for a week, you build resilience that lasts for years. The key is to remember that each step reinforces the next. No single food habit or nutrient works alone. It is the integration of all 7 steps that delivers results you can feel and see. And once this becomes your normal way of living, the gains do not just continue, they accelerate. This completes the 7-day natural boost protocol, a framework that allows you to reclaim energy, confidence, and performance using only natural science-backed strategies. If this resonated with you, make sure to like this video, share it with someone who needs it, turn on notifications so you never miss new content, and subscribe for more science-driven strategies to take your health to the next level.